Hi, I'm Kendra, and this is my series on treating yourself how you want to be treated. If you're not creating the life you want, you're probably, most likely, recreating past trauma in your life. We are all here to develop, to expand, to raise our vibration, to create the life that we came here to have. So work on self-discovery, self-development. Be that person. Learn how to love yourself. Don't get caught up in another person's mother wounds, because low vibrational narcissistic people are recreating the hurt and betrayal that they experienced early in life, probably from a mother figure, so that they can learn to detach from their mothers. They're using you as a substitute for their mother. They're going to turn you into their mother, and then they're going to push you away and learn how to detach from you, because that's what they wanted and needed to do as children, but their mothers would never let them do. And it's safer to be doing it to you instead of their own mother. They're unconscious. They're not aware that they're doing this. This is maybe why we have to forgive them, because if we don't forgive them, we're staying in that cycle of chaos, allowing them to do this. We have to walk away. This pain is in their shadow and is buried so deep that they don't want to identify with it, and they don't want to admit or take responsibility that they were hurt so bad and probably betrayed in some ways, that now they're recreating this in every single relationship in their life, especially the intimate ones. This is why they get so close to you and then push you away over and over and over. They are doing to you what they always needed and wanted to do to their mothers, but couldn't. But don't be their collateral damage. You're probably in a relationship with these low vibrational narcissistic people because you're dealing with your own past trauma. I know that I was. I really went from my mother's horrible, abusive relationship right into a relationship with my ex, who was actually a little bit better. So I felt like I really did a lot better for myself. And honestly, in ways, it was better. But I was also recreating in my own life my past trauma from my mom that I never faced, I never dealt with. I felt too scared. I could not do it. So the goal is to figure out what you're recreating and why. Why did you have a relationship with that narcissistic person? Why did it feel familiar and comfortable? Maybe because you're recreating in your life something so that you could figure out how to deal with it, how to finally find closure, how to finally detach from that trauma. Like I said, I know I'm back here. I had to move back here close to my mom, my very, very low vibrational narcissistic mother, so that I could deal with this for once and for all. And that's my job, my goal. That's how I'm going to heal, how I'm going to expand, how I'm going to raise my vibration by having the courage to face this. As an adult, I'm getting a second chance to face this. I couldn't do it as a child, and I couldn't even do it before now because I've still been afraid of her for some unknown reason. She literally weighs 100 pounds now, and I'm still afraid of her. She's still trying to suck me back into her chaos, but I choose not to enable her to self-destruct. I'll tell the rest of the story after I get done with this part of the video. So today I'm going to see her and I'm going to tell her, you have to love yourself enough to want to make it better, to make your life better, to do what it takes to make your life better. And stop recreating all of this self-destructive chaos in your life, or I cannot help you. I can help you if you're willing to stop the chaos and you're ready to move forward and make your life better. Then I can be there for you. I made a list of the things I need her to do, and I'm making a list of what I will help her with if she lets go of this whole manipulative, chaotic cycle that she loves to play in. and she's ready and willing to do exactly what it takes to make her life better, is the only way I will stay in her life and help her. And believe me, this is going to be the hardest, scariest thing for me to do today. I have to face her and face my fears. It's going to be really uncomfortable. It's going to probably be one of the hardest things in my life I've ever had to do. But I have to do it. My sister is actually coming next week because she knows that this is really hard for me. And it's not hard for her. She stands up to my mom. She doesn't even see my mom as her mom. She sees her as a very distant relative. For some reason, I just am so empathetic and I just fall for this. But she can't come in and do this for me. She can't, or I will never grow. I have to do this. I have to, and I can. I have to, and I can. How this is going to make me feel when I stand up to my mom and give her boundaries. It's going to make me feel so scared. It's going to make me feel like a little girl again. Intimidated, powerless, helpless. But how it's going to make me feel after I stand up to my mom, after I have courage and I set boundaries, I am going to feel powerful and strong and courageous and so proud of myself. It's going to change the way I see myself and the way that I react from now on. And I can finally let go of bringing this scenario back into my life over and over and over with other low vibrational narcissistic people, because I finally stood up to the one person in my life that brought all of this harm and pain into my life since I was very small. I couldn't have boundaries. I couldn't stop her from abusing me. I had no recourse. The only thing that I had when I was young was to just retreat into myself, which just caused a lot more problems in my life, and it never gave me any tools to work through things with people. So I know for a fact I brought my own low vibrational narcissistic relationship to myself with my ex so that I could keep bringing this scenario, the cycle of chaos, into my life so that I could finally be in a safe enough place to gain the tools to get stronger so that one day I could actually face this with her and grow exponentially from doing this. And I have to be grateful, really grateful, that I was able to bring this situation back into my life so that I could face this and I can grow and raise my vibration and evolve and expand and do all the things that I came here to do. I mean, I'm going to just be on a whole new level as soon as I can do this. I am actually having a backbone, and maybe some of my back pain can actually start going away a little more because I am embracing my backbone. So what happens if I really piss her off, which I know that I will do, and I know she'll manipulate me. That's her go-to move. But everything in my life boils down to this one moment, my second chance as an adult with all the skills and tools that I have gained in my life to deal with stuff, to resolve. So I'm getting this chance and I have to really appreciate it and be so grateful that I get this chance to do this for me. I'm not doing this for anyone else. I'm doing it for me because this is going to raise my vibration and this is going to bring way better relationships to me in my life. And that's what I want. That's self-loving. All of this I'm doing for myself because I am loving myself. This is self-love at its greatest. But I know she will be defiant and she will resist. I know that this is not going to happen. And that's okay. She gets to choose. I'm giving her a choice. She gets to choose what she wants to do. It's her choice. She's an adult. And if she wants to continue to live in the cycle of chaos and just try and keep bringing people into that chaos with her because that's what's fun to her, she can. But it won't be with me. I'm only going to help her if she stops trying to suck me into her cycle of chaos and stands up and wants and needs something better in her life. And then I will help her to go get those things because I can help her get those things. She might be wasting this lifetime by never trying to expand or raise her vibration. But me, oh no, I'm not wasting this lifetime. I'm expanding. I'm raising my vibration. I'm doing what I came here to do. I'm facing it. I'm facing my fears. And I'm doing this because I'm doing it for me, for me, for me, for me. I don't know what's going to happen to her, honestly, in the end. But I know what's going to happen for me. I'm gaining courage to stand up to her, which raises my vibration exponentially. I'm gaining peace. I'm getting out of the cycle of chaos for good now. And I'm being really self-loving. So stop staying angry at low vibrational narcissistic people. It's keeping you stuck. It's not letting you grow, not letting you evolve, not letting you raise your vibration. Yes, you have to heal from the abuse and the pain for sure. And it takes time. And be patient and have grace and love for yourself while you're going through it. But don't stop there. Keep going. Have the courage to face the things you need to face, to admit that unconsciously, maybe you had some hand in what happened to you. Maybe the cycle of chaos in your life can finally stop and you can start creating what you want. Step out into your power, into your new life. Face your fears. What did you come here to learn? Something in your life right now is like a huge thorn in your side. It's really causing you a lot of chaos and stress. It's probably a good clue to you that you brought that in once again so that you could face it and deal with it so you can grow and let go of a lot of false beliefs that you held to be true. This is self-loving at its greatest. Anyway, I said that I would explain what's going on with my mom. This is crazy. A couple of weeks ago, I got a phone call from a sheriff's department, and they said that she didn't have any electricity, no hot water, no heat. She was living like this in her house, her big, huge, over 3,000 square foot house, all by herself, no car, no phone, no heat, no hot water, no way of cooking food, just canned food and powdered protein. She is living like this. She is choosing to live like this because she doesn't want to get her electricity turned back on for whatever reason. We're not even sure why. She went through the whole winter like that. And I never went over to check on her because I'm learning to walk away from chaos. And now that the sheriff's department called me, it's sucking me back into her cycle of chaos. And the other day I was like, she's crazy making, and she's bringing me back into this craziness. I can't, because we went over there. She allowed me to take her to the water department so we could turn her water on and put her checking account information in the system so that they could just pay it every single month out of her checking account. But when I asked her, let's go turn on your electricity, she said no. She was adamant about it. She will not allow us to help her turn on her electricity. She does not want it. She doesn't want hot water or heat. She doesn't want to be able to keep her refrigerator or her freezer. She doesn't want to have it. She doesn't. And we don't know why. She just refuses it. And she has some solar power generators. So she's trying to get those to work. And she asked us to bring one home to plug it in to get it to work. And I can just see how it's going to be. Can you please take my generator, which is really heavy, home all the time and recharge it and bring it back to me? Can you get me a propane heater? Can you get me a propane stove so that I can cook it? And just enabling her and allowing her to live like this is just chaos, and it makes me feel crazy. I cannot do it. And a lot of people came to her house to help her. And we were there while the paramedics came and the sheriffs were there. And then people came to her house after that to help her as victims advocates. And she turned them all away. She said, no, I don't want your help. Get off my property. She's so controlling. She won't let anyone help her. She has to be in complete control of the entire situation. And she asked me to take her shopping to get some groceries. So I took her, and she asked me how much I'd be willing to spend for her. And I said, how much do you want? She said at least $100 because she couldn't find her checkbook or her ID. And so I was willing to buy her $100 worth of groceries. And when we got to the store, she only wanted 6 gallons of vinegar. And she was eyeballing the veggies and the fruit and stuff. And I said, are you sure you don't want some veggies and fruit too? No, I'm going to spend all my money on vinegar. That's what I want. Oh my gosh. And so she's had meat that was in her freezer. Her freezer wasn't working for the last like 5 months, and her meat thawed out and it's spoiled. And she put a whole bunch of stuff on it to mask the odor and the sight and everything about it, and gave it to me, asking me to please cook it for her. I told her I will throw it away and I'll buy you some new meat and I'll cook it up and I'll bring it over. And honestly, I did buy a couple packages, very small, because she can't keep anything cold, of some chicken thighs so that she could have some organic chicken thighs for the week. She didn't even care. She didn't care that I brought her some fresh meat that was fresh and that she could eat for the next couple days till I could get back over there to take her shopping today. She was adamant instead about me cooking her spoiled meat for her. And we talked to her for like an hour. We aren't cooking this meat for you. This is not okay. This is crazy. Why would we cook spoiled meat for her? But she was, please, 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 God's going to protect me. God will save me. I spent all this money on this meat. I have to be able to eat it. So I finally took home her meat. And for whatever reason, I was like, if I don't cook this spoiled meat for her, she's going to be really mad at me. But then I just thought about it all night long while it sat in my garage, which was like 30 degrees. Could I defend myself and my actions in front of a judge and jury if she died from this meat? And I just thought my only way of standing up for myself is saying, well, I didn't want her to be mad at me. Did I know it was wrong? Yeah, I knew it was wrong. And I honestly felt that afraid that she was going to be mad at me, that I was going to cook this spoiled meat for her and take it back over. Oh my gosh. No. So my sister called me. Everyone called me. Please don't take her the spoiled meat. So I threw it in the trash really quick before I changed my mind. And I'm taking back over her pans today for her. And I'm taking back over the generator that we brought home, to the solar powered generator. And I'm going to tell her that I have a list of things for her that she needs to do if she wants me to help her from now on. I'm not enabling her to live like this is crazy. And I'm not taking her food and cooking it for her and bringing it back and keeping it frozen. I'm just not. It's a cycle of chaos that she loves to be in and that she loves to suck people into. And I refuse. I am ready to stand up to her and say, no, I can't help you in this chaos. I can only help you if you're ready to turn your electricity back on. That's number one on the list for her. Also, to pay her taxes on her house. She hasn't paid her taxes for this year yet, and they're due May 1st, or they're going to put a lien on her house, and she could literally lose $1 million home for the price of taxes if it goes to auction in a couple of years. She just loves to be in this craziness, and I can't do it. So I'm going to make her write a check to her taxes, turn on her electricity, hire a realtor to sell her house, and we're going to look tomorrow at a retirement home. And she has to start the process and procedures so that she can get into the retirement home. And that is the only way that I am going to continue to help her. And I can help her with rides. I can take her to the grocery store once a month. And I can take her to appointments to get into the retirement home and sell her house. All of these things she's going to put roadblocks up in front of, because we've helped her with many things like this in the past. By the end, I couldn't even feel my face, my hair. I was pulling out my hair like I was crazy. She makes me crazy. If I stay in a relationship with her, it's not okay. My peace is not for sale. No more. I have to stand up to her and do this. Wish me luck. Thank you.